So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first?
The old man gave it to you.
It's just very hard to understand you with all the
Search him.
apparatus.
Welcome fans, welcome to PatrolClip. So good that you have stayed with us watching these interesting trailers we will present. Again, this time we recommend that you subscribe, give like and press the bell to receive all the notifications of PatrolClip, and not only that, please consider making any comments and include the clips that influenced you to go to the movies, put it in the comments. Always there is a possibility that the one clip will appear in addition to those that PatrolClip presents. As always, the trailer should be considered as an essential part to influence the public to go to the cinema. This time we will see how a trailer of a past movie could have influenced the fans and the most relevant and shocking clips of it. It's important to differentiate between an official trailer and a teaser. The last one is definitely much shorter, generally 1 minute. The trailer normally exceeds 2 minutes. Also bear in mind the different parts of the trailer that we had discussed before: the introduction, the story, and the closing. Generally, the introduction has just a few seconds, although it can be extended. In the part of the story, it follows quick scenes if it is an action movie, such as in the case we will see. As always, this part ending with a point of climax.
There has been an awakening. I will finish what you started.
The Force is calling to you.
I will fulfill our destiny.
Sure you're up for this?
All teams, give it everything you got!
The closing can definitely be shocking with little movement, not fast scenes, and short ending with impact phrases and practically no music.
Hope is not lost today. It is found.
This time we will analyze the official trailer for Star Wars: The Force Awakens, a highly anticipated film in 2015 with a different young cast but with a fascinating story from the continuation of the Star Wars Saga. We understand that the trailer presents a lot of action, especially involving the Jedi and also exposing one great new villain. Undoubtedly, the CGI special effects are relevant, as we know Disney is a master in special effects. Well, let's start with the one clip that made us go see the Star Wars: The Force Awakens. The introduction is barely 20 seconds, ending on a great scene with a famous actor, Harrison Ford as Han Solo.
Chewie.
We're home.
That single moment qualifies this part of the introduction with a score of 4, since this simple fact raises intrigue and the rush to continue watching the trailer. Imagine the opening of the trailer with this iconic couple, Han Solo and Chewbacca. They have been one of a kind in the old Star Wars movies. As for the second part, the story ends at minute 155, and as characteristic of these parts, it ends in sudden climax. But it is to be emphasized that if it has many fast action scenes from the movie, with starship battles and X-Wings fighters, but most of all the inclusion, appearance of key villains, and of course the background epic music that gives more impact to the scenes. The part of the story is not that important, as the fans expected it to be, and they rated them with a score of 2. If you consider that this part has a higher score, or maybe lower, or that there is a one clip inside it to be remarkably good, put it in your comments. The closing was very short, barely 10 seconds, presenting a key character from the movie like R2-D2, and finished with a hopeful message from a mysterious character, and not least, also with the finishing touch of the title of the movie, using the iconic letters from Star Wars.
Hope is not lost today. It is found.
How would you rate this part? Well, the fans rated it with a score of 2. They do not consider it of impact within the trailer. Let's go back to review the one clip of each part. In the introduction, I think they will agree with us that definitely the scenes of the fighters shooting at each other are not so critical. Seems probably fans are already tired of so many shooting fighters in the sky. It's been in all Star Wars films since the first one in 1977. However, the last part of the introduction that really opens the appetite is the scene where our iconic couple, Han Solo and Chewbacca, make their glorious appearance. Considering this, the one clip in this part.
We're home.
The second part with action scenes but also shows clips with the different characters and short impactful dialogues that will be inside the movie. The introduction of a villain with indescribable strength of the Force, similar to Darth Vader or Lord Vader, seen during the whole series, can give a bit of relevance to this part. Considering basically two clips that can lead us to see the film, there is the clip where a lightsaber is handed out in representation of the Jedi power continuation and can mean the return of a new hero within the saga. But at the same time, we can also include the clip of a villain characterized by his black hood, the particular mask or the sound of his voice, a little similar to that of Darth Vader voice. Of course, never will be even close to the great James Earl Jones original.
Leave them to me. I will deal with them myself. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
In this clip, we can see the appearance of a new type of lightsaber, completely different from those we have seen previously, of a reddish intense color and much more similar to the ancient swords of the medieval era, and how this character impacts in this clip during his entrance to a dark forest, walking in a sinister way.
Have you felt him?
Some consider the clip of the mask totally destroyed of Darth Vader as a clip that also led some to go see the movie. Is the representation of one of the most iconic characters in the whole Star Wars saga. This clip, super short, only presents the mask, but in a quite peculiar way. Totally discarded and no longer shiny black, but opaque and gray as if it had been buried for a long time. In our opinion, it is not so relevant, but some fans took it into account, maybe as curiosity of the outcome of Lord Vader. Vader, you still famous. The third part does not represent much impact since we only see the scene where R2-D2 appears and possibly one of the Jedi, what seems like a robotic hand touching the droid. This scene has an atmosphere of destruction, and we only hear a female voice of hope, possibly Princess Leia.
Hope is not lost today.
Well friends, we already have our clips selected, but one is the most relevant of all. So, time to vote? Yeah, we know. You can't decide clearly. Pay attention, look in your brain archives. Always keep in mind that you can comment on these clips and also propose your own one clip in the comments. And the winner is... Yes, this clip begins in a suspenseful and intriguing way, listening only to Han Solo's voice and his expression, "Chewie, we're home."
Chewie. We're home.
It really opens the doors to a new adventure with one of the most iconic couples and emblematic of the Star Wars saga. Without a doubt, the fans made a good decision. This clip represents an entrance and a hope for the new generations that follows the saga and for the next installment of Disney as it has been up to date.
I don't know who you are or where you came from. From now on, you do as I tell you, okay?
Well, friends, so far we end this new segment of Patrol Clip about the one clip that led us to see the movie Star Wars The Force Awakens. Do you think the fans made the right decision? Do you think there could be another clip? Leave it in your comments so we will know what led you to see this movie so long awaited by everyone in its time. Until next time.